Family, cousins, have you had any criticism from them?
Probably behind my back more so, but I just stand on business when they bring it up.
Okay, how do you handle criticism from those who disagree with your lifestyle?
I just don't read it.
You don't read their comments, their DMs. What about personal, like family members, sisters, brothers? You don't have a brother, you have a sister, correct? Yeah, family, cousins. Have you had any criticism from them?
Probably behind my back more so, but I just stand on business when they bring it up. I mean, I had a conversation with my mom a couple weeks ago, and she called me and she was going to complain about my dad, and she's like, well, actually, I probably shouldn't complain about your dad because you said not to complain, for women to complain about their husbands. And I was like, yep, I don't want to hear it. And she's like, well, sometimes women just need to vent. Like they need to just vent to other women. And I was like, well, why don't you go vent to dad? Like whatever's bothering you, just tell him about it. When I'm pissed off at Noah for whatever reason, I just tell him. And he does the same with me. We don't go to our friends and say, guess what Noah did? That's so middle school to me.
It is.
It's so odd.
And it creates conflict because usually the person that hears your side doesn't hear the other person's side, and will stand by you and will support you. And I think a good friend usually asks for the other side too. Like, or I don't want to hear it, go back to him. Make it work. You guys are together for a reason, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's perfect, no relationship. That's the kind of advice you want to hear from a friend when you're going through something in a marriage, in a relationship in general. What is the biggest, or what are the biggest misconceptions people have about your lifestyle?
That's a good question. Again, I don't really read the comments, but I mean, a lot of people think that my husband is super controlling, and like, somebody commented today because I made a video from my hotel and someone was like, I wonder if her husband kicked her out of the house and she's in an apartment or a hotel. I'm like, where do you guys come up with this stuff?
That is funny. But
do you have stuff like that?
But any other like specific misconception, like, okay, he's controlling, you're oppressed. I guess I don't know how to put it, but a lot of people that don't understand your dynamic with your husband, might think these two things, oppressing or controlling, but also, like, is he allowing you to work? Is he allowing you to do certain things? Because obviously you travel for certain things that you want to do. You told me you went to Miami, but you were with him, right? And then you did the Fresh and Fit podcast. Talk to me about that. What do you think of the Fresh and Fit podcast?
Well, to answer your question about my husband, he's super supportive of everything. I mean, he's protective in a way that he's like, you need to be aware of your surroundings. Call me if anything's weird. Like, he's super protective and wants to support me and all those things. And of course, like when I am traveling, we're making decisions about who I'm working with and where I'm staying and et cetera and so forth. So there is a level of protection there, but he's definitely not controlling.